Good evening. On behalf of the Spring 2014 class, I would like to welcome all of you to this evening's graduation ceremony. It is such an honor to be able to share some words of encouragement with my peers as we start a new chapter in our lives. I want to start out by acknowledging those who have assisted me during my studies and encourage my fellow graduates to think about those who have assisted them as well. First, I want to say thank you to my Lord and Savior for showing me His grace and His mercy and His favor. You know what I'm talking about. Without Him, I wouldn't be here. I also want to say thank you to the Joint Student Council for giving me this amazing opportunity and believing that I had what it took to inspire the graduating class of 2014. I also want to thank Professor Tiffany Reed for assisting me with the creation of this speech, and I want to say thank you to all of the faculty and staff that have helped myself and my fellow graduates get where we are right now. If you bear with me for a minute, I have a few quick personal shout outs that I'd like to give to some people. I'm ready just like each and every one of my fellow graduates to take off this gown and party. So I'm ready. I'm gonna keep it brief. I'd like to thank Mrs. Andrea Thomas for encouraging me and for telling me that I could do anything, that academically I was limitless. I'll never forget her words. I also want to thank Mr. Bob Cochran for giving me some of the most complicated final projects I have ever had in my entire life. Those things had more moving parts than an engine. However, each one of those documents helped me to put together the puzzle piece and start making my dream of owning my own fitness and wellness complex a reality. So thank you. I'd also like to thank Mrs. Jen Luca for being patient with me while I tried to understand the complexity of the muscle movements. I recently downloaded an app onto my cell phone, and you'd be surprised how many of those questions dealt with the muscles and the muscle movement. It helped me to find out that I truly am smarter than a fifth grader. I want to say thank you also to my gorgeous mother, Cheryl Peoples, who sacrificed her own wants and needs so that I could decrease my hours at work and further my education. Her patience, love, support, and prayers kept me sane these past 2 years. Thank you also to my friends and my family who understood when I go missing in action while I focus on my studies. Thank you to my coworkers, Joni and Miriam, for agreeing to work half of my shift so that I could study when my computer crashed. Last but not least, thank you to my uncle, Ricky, who paid for one of my semesters when I couldn't afford it because he wanted me to finish school. I couldn't have made it. I couldn't have made it here without all of you choosing to believe in me. Now to the unbelievable 2014 graduates. Williams Jennings Bryan said, "Destiny is not a matter of chance, it is a matter of choice. It is not a thing to be waited for, but a thing to be achieved." You are all here because you made a choice. You chose not to let life's circumstances get you down or get in your way. You chose to have the courage not to accept mediocrity. You chose not to be the life of the party when you knew you had that assignment due on Monday. You chose to work hard when you wanted to take a break. You chose to be a role model to your children by showing them that it's never too late to achieve your dreams. You chose to sacrifice for your success. You chose to take advantage of the endless opportunities available at Tri-C, where futures began. I choose to believe that you are on a path to greatness, no matter what your next step is, whether it's starting a company, opening a business, starting a new career, going on for a promotion, or furthering your education. You are already a success because you chose to be. These choices, qualities, and sacrifices are what make you a champion. I am proud to be a part of the class of champions. Before I go, I want to leave you with a short quote from an infamous doctor. I know you might be thinking, Dr. Oz, Dr. Phil. No, this quote comes from one of my favorites, Dr. Seuss. He says, "You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang. You'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be best of the best. And wherever you go, you will top all the rest." Congratulations, class of 2014. We made it.